All right, welcome from Dublin, Ireland, and I'm Tyler James, and we are here to discuss our post-game takeaways from Notre Dame's 42-3 victory over Navy. I'm joined by Eric Hansen, who isn't
used to
nearly past
live who used to live near Dublin, Ohio, but is in South Bend, Indiana.
and isn't nearly past his bedtime in local hours, but football never sleeps is being very literal here, as it is 4:30 in the morning Dublin time. But we wanted to get a video out here to have our sort of instant thoughts of what happened after the in the game. Notre Dame's 42-3 victory, as I mentioned. Eric, what was your biggest takeaway from this Irish win?
Well, Sam Hartman, but I think more subtly, it was the Notre Dame defense. And that was one of the things I wrote about in my column and was very strong about. And Sam Hartman even mentioned it in his press conference that if Notre Dame is going to elevate from a good team, a little bit better than last year's team, to a team with a higher ceiling, the other parts around Sam Hartman are going to have to be impressive. And I thought that the Notre Dame defense was impressed me tonight. I wonder if you felt the same way.
Yes, I was very impressed. You never really felt nervous with Notre Dame's defense on the field. There were some bad moments for the defense, and some of those moments Navy failed to capitalize on. But it was never like Navy was taking control of the game in any sort of way with its offense. Whatever sort of wrinkles it wanted to introduce didn't seem to impact Notre Dame in a serious way. Obviously, when you look forward, it's like, well, what does that mean for how Notre Dame's defense is going to play against normal teams?
Right.
This is a completely different sort of offense that Notre Dame won't see again. But I think that it certainly was a positive takeaway from this win. The Irish defense was dominant. And it didn't really require any sort of Herculean efforts. I think Jack Kaiser played really well, certainly, but I think everyone was pitching in and making plays, and it was a pretty good 11-man effort on the defensive side. Offensively, like you mentioned, Sam Hartman was huge. Certainly, 4 touchdown passes in his Notre Dame debut. Just the third Irish quarterback to do that after Ron Paulus and Jack Cohn. So an interesting list of quarterbacks there, and now two of them are graduate transfer quarterbacks on that list. So some good company there for Sam Hartman. He's going to continue to climb in record books as we go throughout the season. But I think the way the running game looked to complement Sam Hartman is probably something he's not very used to, and was good to see from Notre Dame. And not just that Audric Estime was able to do what he did, and he was absent for much of the first half after he fumbled, which I don't think was a coincidence. But we saw all 5 of the running backs get in there. Saw some bursts from Jeremiah Love. Jadarian Price looked really good on his first career carry, a 19-yard touchdown. Jabron Payne showed some things. He was the first running back off the bench beyond Audric Estime. And besides that fumble, which Notre Dame was fortunate to not lose because Mitchell Evans sort of knocked it out of bounds, I thought Audric Estime looked really good, and that offensive line was really making some significant holes for those running backs to take advantage of.
Well, here's where I think that the defensive effort will translate, is the creativity and the ability to adjust during the game. I thought sometimes that's what bit Al Golden last year. The Marshall
Sure.
game comes to mind, for example. And when for example, he put together a game plan that really made an All-American cornerback, Ben Morrison, an afterthought. He didn't start. He had 2 tackles. Now he'll be a central part of every other defensive game plan they have moving forward. I thought, the team had certain principles they played with. And so when they saw formations and plays they had never seen on film before, because of a new offensive coordinator and new influences, they were able to adjust. I mean, 169 total yards. I track my archives go back to the beginning of the Brian Kelly era. So since 2010, I believe that's the third best defensive performance Notre Dame has played against anybody. So, and then to hold, Navy to 126 rushing yards, I thought was really good too. Your point was great about the rushing offense, because if they can do that, Sam Hartman is the arm that's going to put defensive coordinators in a run-pass dilemma on every down or almost every down. Now, again, this is Navy's defense. They were very good against the run and very bad against the pass last year. But Notre Dame averaged 6 yards a carry against the number 2 rushing defense in the nation last year with 9 starters back. So what maybe didn't you see that you kind of would hope you saw in the opener tonight? Today for me, tonight for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still some more to the passing game you'd like to see. I don't think that it was really dynamic, stretching the field in a significant way. There were certainly some nice throws down the field. The one that Sam Hartman wasn't able to connect with Tobias Merriweather on, that would have been a play you'd like to see, especially for Tobias Merriweather, who needs to get some positive momentum going after just having the one catch last season. The Jaden Greathouse play was nice. I thought that was certainly a downfield throw, and that was a nice catch by Jaden Greathouse. But just some more of that. It's funny when you talk about Sam Hartman's performance, 4 touchdown passes. It never really felt like he took the game over in any way, but he was just able to sort of do whatever he needed to do. And it was sort of a complete offensive performance. The tight ends weren't involved very much. I'm curious to see if that's what the offense looks like in its entirety moving forward, or if there's more roles for Mitchell Evans and Holden Stays in the passing game. That's certainly a wrinkle in the offense that would help advance that. And then obviously, if you're going to talk about defense, what does the pass defense look like? The rush, the pass rush, and how does the secondary hold up against a traditional passing game? Those are things that we're not going to learn against Navy. But I mean, there's not too much to complain about, I don't think, as whether you're a Notre Dame fan or a Notre Dame coach or a Notre Dame player with the way this game was played.
Yeah, there were 2 sacks, and Navy only attempted 6 passes, so basically 8 pass plays, and to get 2 sacks was a pretty good percentage. Yeah, the Tobias Merriweather presence was missing. He dropped a pass early, a short pass. Spencer Schrader missing a field goal after we bragged about him, or at least I bragged about him during the preseason. And then Marcus Freeman brought it up. No takeaways from the defense. Now, Navy fumbled 3 times, and Kaiser was pretty close to getting one of those, but they didn't jump on any of those. But they were better in the red zone than they have been. I thought just a lot of positives. And then against Tennessee State, we'll see a completely different defense and probably an overmatched Tennessee State offense, but we'll see how good that Marcus Freeman's jet lag prevention works on them and how much my jet lag prevention works on you.
Yeah, and I would imagine Steve Angeli will get even more opportunities against Tennessee State than he did against Navy.
It was good to get him in the game.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're nitpicking, I guess maybe Marty Biaggi's special teams units had the worst night just because Spencer Schrader missed a field goal, but it's not like it was a bad night. So I think there was a lot of
Notre Dame didn't ever punt, did they?
No, a lot of good to come from that. Yeah, I mean, the first 5 drives they scored touchdowns on. So Bryce McPherson's still waiting for his chance to get out there. Maybe he was punting on the plane on the way back. But I think that's going to do it for us tonight with our post-game takeaways. We will be back Monday night for Football Never Sleeps at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune into us then. Make sure you are subscribed to us here on the YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to us at InsideNDSports.com, this is your last best offer of the year. We have a Rivals promo, 60% off an annual subscription for first-time subscribers. So you would pay just $39.98 for a full year of Inside ND Sports, access to the Insider Lounge, our recruiting coverage, our analysis, anything that we do, you would have access to. I encourage you to check
all the other Rivals premium sites. If you want to see how Tyler Buckner's doing, or Drew Pine, you can do that too. Look at their sites.
Yeah, you can read premium stories on other. The only thing, you won't get access to their premium message boards, but you do get premium story access to other sites. So lots of different things that you can get access to with a Rivals subscription. Sign up. There's links on our homepage The code is Kickoff 2023, which is a rivals wide promotion. But obviously, we want you to subscribe to InsideNDSports.com to get all your Notre Dame coverage, and you can get all the other stuff from all the other sites. But from Dublin, from Eric in South Bend, that's going to be it for us, and we will see you soon.